Day 2 in Japan and things didn't go to plan. We started with an early bullet train from Shinagawa to Osaka, Japan's kitchen in the heart of Kansai. Reserved seats, backpacks overhead, and plenty of space for luggage, the Shinkansen is hands down the best way to travel. The SmartX app made it even easier. Just book, link your IC card, and scan through the gates. So just on the IC card, just giving some tips here. You basically get the app and you can book your from and to and how many people are traveling with you. And it allows you to also link your PASMO or IC cards to the individual tickets that you've purchased. And what this means is rather than getting to the station and printing off all your tickets, you can the gate and basically walk through, and a little card will print out and it will tell you what train that you're supposed to get on, and then you can also tells you what platform to go to, what bay to stand at, and door to entry for the train, and then what seat ultimately to sit on. Just a fantastic process. And it's the best way to travel on bullet train. And bullet trains are the best way to travel in Japan, no doubt. Super fast, a lot of fun. You get 2 pieces of large luggage basically per person. So backpack size are perfect, or small luggage. And we loved everything about the bullet trains. But the challenge started when we arrived. Osaka Station isn't just one station, it's basically 6 in 1. JR, Hankyu, Henshin, plus 3 subway lines. It's not a station, it's a city, and we were completely lost. After getting completely lost, we did what any seasoned traveller would do, found the Golden Arches. We'd planned on Yamita Sky Building, but we were late for our cruise, so we stashed our bags at Nishikuje Station and changed our plans. On the way to round 1, we wandered through the underground shopping area that connects the station. Osaka's underground malls are massive, and of course, we had to stop when we spotted a Ghibli store. The kids loved checking out all the merch before we kept moving. Next stop, Round 1 Stadium. We thought Round 1 would be more like a big time zone, family arcade vibes, lots of variety, but instead there was a fair whack of gambling style games, which none of us were really interested in. The arcade itself only had a handful of games that we liked, and a lot of them felt like repeats of the same thing. To be fair, the place is huge, plenty of floors with whole levels dedicated to sporting activities like batting cages and basketballs. We just didn't have the energy for it. The locals were loving it, and honestly, that's who it's made for. Even the staff here struggled with English more than anywhere else we'd been in our whole time in Japan, which kind of confirmed it. For us though, it wasn't what we imagined and not something I'd add to the tourist must-do list. Luckily, right next door, we found Rin Yakiniku Japanese BBQ at its best. Cooking amazing cuts of beef on the table grill was easily a highlight of the day. Highlight of the day, it was freaking amazing. We had this beautiful fresh cut beef, and you could dip it in like this butter and soya mix on your table in a bowl first, and then fry it on the middle barbecue on the table. I've got some photos, and it was so good. One of the best meals I had in Japan. On our way to the cruise, we walked straight through the heart of Dotonbori, one of Osaka's most famous streets. The atmosphere here is wild, neon lights, food stalls everywhere, and those huge shopfront displays that Dotonbori is known for. Giant robotic crabs, a moving pufferfish, even a Ferris wheel built into the side of a building. It's over the top and so much fun to see. We couldn't resist stopping along the way for some desserts. The cheesy treats were definitely a favourite. Then we made it to the cruise dock just in time for the first sailing of the afternoon. After a bit of a clunky ticketing process with the Osaka Amazing Pass, we were finally on board. From the river, you really get the best views of Dotonbori, the famous Glico Running Man sign, the stadium billboards, and some of the iconic bridges. Seeing the energy of Dotonbori from the water gives you a whole new perspective on the city. Having a guide share information along the way meant we actually learned a bit about the history and sites as we cruised through here.
There is another Don Quixote here.
Wow.
If you go to around like 200 meters to the right side from this area, there is a place called Amerikamura. Amerikamura is famous for vintage clothes or like vintage goods where you can get. So if you are interested in the fashion things, it's very fun to go there.
So a little bit about the Osaka Amazing Pass being not so amazing. Now, the pass probably works really well for, maybe adults traveling, but not with kids, because we had 6 of us in our little family and 4 in my sister's, so there was 10 of us. And what it meant was we booked the Dotonbori cruise online and it said, click here if you have an Osaka Amazing Pass. So we did. And then when we arrived, not only did we have to first confirm that we were on that list, we then had to go ahead and scan everybody's individual sort of barcode and check in with the Dotonbori process to get everybody through. And it took ages. And the other thing is it also works on trains there, as they say, but you've got to print this thing and walk around with it. And the ticket things don't read your phone screens very well. So very painful. Another place that wasn't so amazing was Tsutenkaku Tower. When you got there, so with the ticket, you couldn't book like you would normally book to go to a tower, for example. When we got there, it was absolutely packed. And so you had to get into a big line of people to be able to use the Amazing Pass. And for me, that I would have preferred just booking each individual place like we did for the entire rest of the trip. So, and getting there at the time that we were allocated and walking straight in, or showing an app for that purpose. But yeah, the shared Osaka Amazing Pass was just not worth the money. So highly recommended avoiding it, especially with families at least anyway. Next up was Shinsekai. Retro vibes, arcades, and Tsutenkaku Tower. It was busy, and after the day we'd had, we skipped going up and just enjoyed food and souvenirs instead. Shinsekai, which literally means New World. Funny thing is, it was built back in 1912, so these days it feels more retro than new. It's one of those spots you probably wouldn't know about unless you've been to Osaka before. Walking the streets here, it's classic Osaka, big colourful signs, pachinko parlours buzzing away, and the smell of fried food everywhere. This is actually the home of kushikatsu, deep fried skewers that are one of the city's specialties. We didn't come here with a plan, just wanted, grabbed a bite and soaked it all in. This was our stay in Konohana Ward, Meeno Home near Nishikujo Station. Themed bedrooms, one decked out in Mario gear, and very steep stairs, but the location was perfect. Quiet neighbourhood, Minister number, and just one stop to Universal Studios. Couldn't ask for a better base in Osaka. A big tip when you're travelling in Japan, Airbnb, which we loved, is check out how steep the stairs are. Some of these buildings are very narrow, 2 stories high, and yeah, the stairs are very steep. So if you're traveling with older people or young ones, make sure there's baby gates, or they can just handle the stairs okay. They are steep, but we loved it. Couldn't have enjoyed the places more. So no issue for us. So that's a wrap for day 2. Come back and join us when we take on day 3 as we head off to Universal Studios and Super Nintendo World. It's a load of fun, a bright and colourful place, and we had such an awesome time. There'll be plenty of video for that one. Please like and subscribe, give us your feedback, check out our other videos like our packing tips video. Love to hear your feedback. So take care and we'll see you soon.